Hi, and welcome to the premiere episode of The Haute, a weekly web series on all things Terre Haute. I'm your host, Lynn Hughes. For our very first episode, we could think of no better way to start our series than with an introduction to one of the most iconic landmarks in the city, the Vigo County Courthouse. Welcome to The Haute.
This episode brought to you by Terre Haute Convention and Visitors Bureau, Terre Haute Economic Development Corporation, Vigo County Public Library, generating change, transforming lives, and Terre Haute Savings Bank, your local bank believing in the Valley.
For more than 129 years, the Vigo County Courthouse has overlooked the Queen City of the Wabash Valley. In that time, it has seen Terre Haute transform from a noisy agricultural center in the height of the industrial age to a bustling transportation hub of streetcars, rail lines, and riverboats, to a mighty manufacturing town. And through it all, it still stands well into the information age.
Lynn,
Hi.
welcome.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Welcome to the Vigo County Courthouse.
Thank you for giving us a tour.
I get a lot of visitors from all over because of the sheer magnitude of the building,
Right.
the history, that kind of thing. So I'm glad that you all came to visit
We're excited
with us
to
today.
check it all out. So
You have entered on what is now the first floor, was originally the basement. You can see the various murals behind us depicting the history of the county.
Mm-hmm.
They replicate the various historical aspects of Vigo County and people that have been prominent. So we're glad that you all came to visit as well.
we're excited to just check it all out. So.
Let's head down this hallway.
Okay.
We're going to move up to the second, what is now called the second floor, was originally the main floor.
Okay. You can kind of see how the stairs, it
Yes.
almost looks like they've been walked on so many times
That
that they're
they're
kind of worn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was most likely one of the original gas structures to the
really?
building.
Look at that detail. I mean, it's a work of art.
This building is a central hub of all civil and criminal business of the county. We have 6 courts operating here. All of them have criminal jurisdiction. Those same 6 courts that also have civil jurisdiction. So they handle multiple family law issues, property conflicts, neighborhood disputes. The other thing that the clerk, which is part of the support of the court, does is manage the elections. Voter registration is here in this building. We have in-person voting here during voting time. And of course, anyone wishing to get a marriage license is more likely going to be here in the building. Although some of that is done online, you still pick your license up here. This is the Circuit Court. It also shares superior jurisdiction, and we call it Division 3. But back when we had the circuit rider, of course, and we had one courtroom.
Okay.
And so this was the courtroom.
This is it.
This was it. And then we have the associate courts that came in later. But this is the oldest courtroom. Vigo County has been extremely faithful in protecting their records. We have one of the largest collections of all the counties. The larger books that you see are original. They are index records. Some of them we see of will records. They are originals. These have all been copied in various formats, so there's no loss of anything here. This is a general index of deeds of Vigo County. So this would be the grantee to the grantor, the dates that it was received for record, the date of the deed, and the location, the description of the ground, all those kinds of things. Now again, all of this has been filmed and is protected, but this gives you an idea of how original records were maintained. Lynn, we're now going all the way up. This is areas of the courthouse that very, very few people have seen. Now we begin our trek.
Do you know how many steps this is?
I do not.
No, it's
a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
All right.
Oh yeah.
lot of steps here. All right, let's do this.
From the inside of the courthouse, if you look up the new big chandelier,
Yeah.
directly above that is a beautiful daisy.
Yes, okay.
That's the daisy.
That's the daisy. So that looks like there's a kind of a dome-ish kind of thing here, and then the daisy, and you think that daisy was at one point kind of open and...
I'm not sure if it was open, but I do know it was used for light filtration.
Okay.
Because when the building was originally structured, electricity was not part of the original.
Right. But this is not the top.
We're
This
nowhere
is
near the
nowhere
top.
near the
And
top.
we got more steps to go, guys.
Oh no. As I'm walking through here, I'm seeing all the names etched into the wall here.
Some of them have dates on them.
Yeah. Like, well, these are more recent.
These are recent.
96, 97. This one looks like maybe a 40...
46.
46, yeah, 1946. These names are all from...
Various people who have been up here. As you go through, you're going to see a lot of different etchings as far back as the building, actually. The bell's still higher. Okay, the next section that we're going to enter is probably one of the most notarized portions of the county even. It is the bell from Colonel Francis Vigo. And it says, by his will, $500 of the cost of this bell was presented by Francis Vigo, Vigo County, Indiana, 1887. It still rings on the hour, quarter hour, and half.
Okay, so it just is a timekeeping bell?
It's a timekeeping bell at this point. This is the original hammer. As you notice, the bell itself does not swing, simply the hammer.
Okay. It's interesting. People always want to, determine Vigo.
It's
like,
Vigo.
It's Vigo.
It's Vigo.
It is Vigo.
It is Vigo. Okay, we're going up one more, and yet still not at the top.
It just keeps going.
All right, this next platform will take us up to the original clock works. The workings of the clock have been moved. We saw those down on the first floor, if you recall.
Right.
But what we have here is the clock. This is where that big green machine that looked kind of like a calliope was originally located.
Oh my goodness.
So any maintenance on the clock, any winding of the clock, someone would have to track all of those stairs.
Right.
We just traversed. Yes, you're looking up.
Yeah, I see more stairs.
The next portion of our tour, if you will, is the cupola. And the cupola is at the top of the stairwell. It's not actually a stairwell, it's more of a ladder.
Okay.
There is a trap door, and the trap door swings out, and then we can climb out, and we will have the most amazing view of Vigo County. Shall we go up?
Let's do this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I see the sunlight.
We see the sun. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
This is a true jewel for Vigo County.
Yes, no doubt. It's definitely a unique and grand structure, and
It is.
when you come into town, it just kind of glimmers.
It does.
And it's nice. It's just kind of a nice welcome home when you've been gone for a while.
Exactly.
Just see that glimmer off of the dome. Thanks for joining us for the first episode of The Haute. We have a lot of exciting things planned, and we cannot wait to share them with you. Check out scenes from the next episode.
In most startup communities, their biggest challenge is talent. That is what we have surrounding us.